Okay, so this is my declutter box. This is how deep it goes. It is absolutely massive. I did this in my own time. I decided not to film it just because it's just easier for me to zone out and declutter on my own, and then obviously show it in all one video. But this time round, I've decided to just declutter my whole collection and film what I've decluttered and tell you sort of why I've decluttered them. So I think this is going to be a long video. There's quite a lot. As I said, I went through every part of my makeup collection, and did declutter from sort of all parts. So without further ado, if you'd like to see what I've decluttered and why I've decluttered them, then please keep watching. I have this little soda bronzer. I'm pretty sure Carly gave this to me. But it's like a proper shimmery bronzer. Can you see that? And yeah, they're just not the type of bronzers I reach for. Okay, I put some in this box. So we have the old packaging of Glow Milk. This is Peer Pressure. Yeah, in the old packaging. And again, Peer Pressure, not a shade I'm going to use. And plus it's the old packaging. I'm very thingy like that, like I have to have the new packaging. 17 liquid highlighter. I'm not really a massive liquid highlighter person. If you've watched any of my reviews, you know that I don't really use it a lot. So I didn't find this to be anything particularly amazing, so I decluttered it. This is the Revolution Candy Haze Jelly Highlighter. Oh my god, Alex, stop dropping everything. In the shade Inspire. This is not my shade, so I have decluttered it. It's too deep for me. I wanted to use these in my Studio London video, but as you can see, and compared to my complexion, they are far too dark for me. It looked so much lighter online. So my advice for Studio London is go shop in store for them. Don't do it online, because I struggled so much with the shades. We have this really cute little Sophia and Mabel blush stick. Got this in a glossy box, I think. It's like a rose gold type of blush stick. It is beautiful, but yeah, I'm not going to use it. Colourpop blush stick in the shade Mic Drop. Cute. Never used it. I bought this ages ago. Never used it. Oh my god. Colourpop. Is this the blush stick? Yeah, it's a blush stick. It's cute, but don't use it, so let's go in. Got these in a glossy box, I think. These are Alekia Beauty. This is like a highlighter, I think. I was thinking, oh yeah, that'd be gorgeous as cream blush, but yeah, I'm not gonna reach for that, am I? So that's going. We have an Anastasia Beverly Hills blush stick. This is the shade Peach Caramel. I believe this was actually gifted me by their PR agency in the UK, but yeah, the colour is not me. So I've just thought, you know what, someone else will appreciate that a lot more. The Beam Light Strobe Cream Glow thing. I think I've only used this once for that video, and it obviously didn't wow me enough because I haven't reached for it since. I have a Revolution blush stick. This is one of the old ones in the shade Peach. I have the newer shade, so I decluttered this one. I think I've basically showed you all the cream products. Obviously, if I come across any more, I'll let you know. I'm trying to not do this in particular order, but I guess I kind of am. Let me see if I can show you the primers. So firstly, we have the MUA Pro Base Jelly Primer. This is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Jelly one. Because I have the Huda one, I don't really need that. This makes me sad to declutter because this was the first collection that I Heart Revolution ever gifted to me, and I'm pretty sure it was about a year ago. And it holds a very special place in my heart, but I'm not going to use this. I think I wasn't too, like, I didn't hate these too much. Like, you can see there's like loads of, if it wants to focus, loads of like shimmer. There we go. Can you see all the iridescence in it? Like, it is beautiful, but it's just not for my skin type. Oh, we have a cream blush here. I didn't even notice. This is MUA colour, not my favourite, so that's why I decluttered that. Is it Rodeo? I can't remember how you say that, but these are the Soft Focus Glow Drops. This is just basically a glowy primer. I'm more of a matte gal. I do have glowy primers, don't get me wrong, but that is a very bougie primer, and I'd rather that go to someone who loves glowy highlighter because it is expensive. Laura Mercier foundation primer. Never use this. Yeah, and that's all I have to say. A little Smashbox mini of the Photo Finish. I already have one of these, so I don't need another one. We have, I think there's a couple of NYX primers. Yeah, here we go. We have the NYX Shine Killer and the NYX Bright Maker. I love my NYX Marshmallow primer too much, so I don't need those. Revolution primer that come in the advent calendar. That wasn't actually that bad, but you know, I don't need it. XX Revolution Cloud Burst Priming Serum. I love my potted cloud related primer, so I don't need this. Little e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. As I said, I'm more of a matte gal, so I don't use that. We have another glowy product, Charlotte Tilbury little mini of the Wonder Glow. Makeup Obsession Picture Perfect. I've had this for years and I don't reach for it anymore, so that is going. XX Revolution. This is the Youth Juice Primer. It's the pink one. I collected so many of these and I don't reach for it. I've just kept that one creamy one that I love. We have another of the collection. This is the highlighter. I don't reach for highlighters that much, and this one didn't wow me. e.l.f. Matte Oil Control Primer. I have so many e.l.f. ones that I prefer to this, so that one's going. Revolution Blowout. This is the Cannabis Sativa Collection Primer. I've only used this once. It's quite a tacky primer. I have loads like this. I have so many Revolution primers, I can't even tell you. So I did have to cut back a little bit on the Revolution primers. Found some more. So I've got another Made by Mitchell blush. This is in the shade Chocolate Charm. I've got an LA Girl Velvet Blush Stick. It's a very beautiful peach shade, but I don't reach for it. Smashbox Primerizer. It's a little mini. Again, don't need it. I love my matte like oil control one a whole lot more. MUA. This is like an under eye primer. No, we're just getting rid of that. Benefit. I know. How could I? This is the Professional Light. Very good primer, but I've already got it, so I don't need it twice. Rather someone else have a go at that. Guess I'm going to just move on into foundation. So firstly, we have this. This is the Body Foundation by Revolution, and I think I need to give this another go. I have used this a few times, and the reason I've decluttered it is because I just didn't think it's anything special. However, the amount of good things that people are talking about this lately, like especially Makeup Missa, she's actively using this at the moment and really loves it. I feel like I need to give it another go. So maybe I could do like a full face of makeup I've decluttered and include this in it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I didn't think there was anything special with this. I don't know if it's my skin type, because I know Missy's got very normal skin. I've got oily, acne-prone skin, so it's quite opposite, but we'll see. Collectra Hydra Serum. This is a very good foundation, but it's a little bit too wet for me. A little too wet looking, if you know what I mean. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a serum-y foundation, very, very dewy. And I prefer my other collection foundation to that. Quite a similar thing with the Catrice one. This is the True Skin Hydrating Foundation. It's just too wet for me. But yeah, I gave it a good go. Super Dewy Tint by Revolution. I did some content for them, and this was another shade they sent me. They sent me Fair. I've kept the light shade. I'm going to declutter this because I don't need to, because I don't really reach for this a lot, and I do have one of them in one shade. Oh, we have the Kombucha Skin Primer. I forgot to show you this. I generally can't remember what I thought of this, to be honest with you, and I thought, well, it can't be that good because I've not used it since I filmed with it, so that is why. Flower Light Illusion. I think this is a very much skin tint sort of situation. I've got quite a lot of those now and I don't need it. I've not even used it, so that can go somewhere else. Forgot to show you this. This is the Barry & Fresh Face Illuminating Primer. Again, you know, nothing special. I think I used it once for the video and never again. I had another one of these Studio London drops, thinking I was buying a different shade, exactly the same shade. So now I've got to try and sell that twice. I think that's all the foundations, and nice hair in there. I think that's all the foundations. I'll kind of move on into concealer. So if you see any of these IRL concealers, I've not decluttered them because I hate them. As you know, I work for Revolution. They sent me a bunch of shades, and they sent me shades that I don't use. So I've just put them in here to remind me to give them to someone. Elf, what is this? The hydrating camo concealer. I have used quite a lot of this, but it's just too old. And it don't smell good at all. It smells very chemically, so that just genuinely needs to go in the bin. It's a very good highlighter. It's a very good concealer though. I might repurchase that. Maybelline Superstay Concealer. Didn't think this was anything special at all. I actually prefer the older Superstay Concealer. Another IRL one. We have a Sealed Conceal and Define in the shade C1. I have tons of these Revolution concealers, so I'm literally drowning in backup that I don't need. I decluttered this Dose of Colours one because it is quite literally the shade of white. I bought this off of, I think it was Drew, but I'm never going to use this. It is, yes, far too pale. Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is such a good concealer. It smells extremely chemically. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this has gone off. I have got another one though, don't worry. Little NYX concealer palette. I don't really use concealer palettes. I have my Relove ones, and colour correcting. I have loads of colour correcting stuff now, so I don't reach for this. Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I'm pretty sure I was meant to give this to Carly, so I'll have to ask her and double check, because that come free with an order, and I've already got a mini, like not that mini, but an actual mini of the primer. Primark blush stick. This is very beautiful, but I don't need it. I don't need it. Revlon Colour Stay foundation. Doesn't compare to the L'Oreal Full Coverage foundation that's in very similar packaging to this, so I don't need that. Pretty Little Thing concealer. It was okay, but I've forgotten about it after I filmed with it. If I find any more concealers, like this is an Eye Bright concealer in the shade Deep Tan. I've got the caramel shade, I think, that I use for like cream bronzer and stuff, so I've got rid of that one. I'll just move on to like powders and bronzers. So this should actually have been in my empties. I'm annoyed that I didn't include this. This is the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Pressed Powder. She is well loved. Yeah, she is heavily hit pan on. I absolutely love this. I just genuinely couldn't scrape any more out of this. So yeah, that should have been in my empties, but it wasn't. Relove Super Matte Powder in the shade Vanilla. It's just too dark for my complexion. I need like the palest shade, so that's not going to work for me. Revolution Conceal and Define Satin Matte Powder Foundation. Don't understand the name Satin Matte. Makes no sense to me, but this is a very dewy powder, and yeah, I don't reach for that a lot, to be honest. So yeah, it's a good powder foundation. Is it a powder? Yeah, powder foundation, but it's too dewy for me. Relove Super Bronzer, shade Oasis. Quite obvious really, that is far too deep for me, so that can go to someone else. Rare Beauty Loose Powder. I'm so sad to be decluttering this. I'm pretty sure someone's already bought this off me. I'll have to double check with them. But this is too shimmery for me. There's like literal shimmer particles in this powder. I prefer matte base. Selena, please bring out a loose powder that is matte, because I'm not about this dewy skin life. I think this is a liquid highlighter. This is the shade Claire. I can't remember, is it like Josephina or something? I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I've not even used that. She Glam powder. Yeah, not even use this. It's quite cool actually. It's quite similar to Jordana Tisha. Has loose in the bottom and pressed in the top. Got the Jordana Tisha one and I absolutely love that, so decided to declutter that. Little Revolution contour in the shade Shape. Bit too dark for me. Little mini of Gold Rush. I could have kept this really, but it doesn't look anything like the one in the palette, and that just looks like it do nothing for my skin, so that's why I've got rid of that. Okay, I'll show you the skincare I've decluttered very quickly because it's not very exciting. A lot of this stuff was gifted to me in either like glossy boxes and stuff, and I just won't use it. So this is the Ren oil cleanser. I'm just not going to use it. P. Louise, is this a bubble bath? I don't really have bubble baths. I'm pretty sure I've already got this, so that's why I decluttered that one. Generation Clay Brightening Clay Mask. I've got plenty of clay masks, I don't need that. Beauty Crop Watermelon Hydrating Jelly Mask. Again, plenty of masks, don't need that. Fasali, oh my goodness. I got rid of the Fasali Rose Gold Elixir. I got this in the Molly May box with Cosmetips. I don't use oils on my face, like facial. Like, I'll use a cleansing balm, but I won't use things like this. They make my skin crawl. I decluttered this. This is the Primark Vitamin Enriched Moisturising Face Base thingamajig. I had actually used quite a bit of this. I did dip into it quite heavily. But I have the Aldi version, and I have a couple of my Bobbi Brown ones. So I'd rather use the Bobbi Brown one than that. This is the Revolution Pro Goddess Glow Illuminating Stick. I wanted to keep this so badly, but it is too dark and I have to adjust it to that. Little Elemis Cleansing Balm, that's so cute. I'm pretty sure I've used this a little bit. Yeah, I have. It's far too rosy. It's far too like rose for me. I'm not really a massive fan of rose in skincare. It does make me react a little bit, so that's why I don't use that. Little Cheese Lip Balm. I love this. Smells divine, but yeah, never gonna use that. This is the Cosmic Kiss Lip Balm. Nothing special really, and I don't use it. I have so many lip balms and stuff. Yeah, just decided to go with that. Photo Face. I don't even know what this is. I think it's a moisturiser primer sort of situation. Never gonna use. A little mini of the Charlotte Magic Cream, because I don't know how, but I managed to get gifted the big version of the Magic Cream and also mascara and the Pillow Talk lipstick through Community Scene. So I thought I'd declutter this, because I think even though I have used it, I have like used it the tiniest bit, if you can see that. I thought it'd be nice for someone who can't afford it to try it, because it's a very good cream. I think the rest is basically lips, apart from some lashes. I've got some tarty lashes, they're just not my style. Ardell Magnetic Lashes, again, not my style. W7, not my style. Get rid of that. Oh, and there's like this huge body yogurt, which I'm going to throw in the bin, because I've had this for ages. Little mini Pixie toner. I already have one of these little minis, so I just decided to keep one and declutter the other. Oh, this is a little mini of Bobbi Brown. Like, I have the mini version of the actual Bobbi Brown, but this is like a super, super mini size. Have used it, but again, have the other one, so I don't need that. This is the Pumpkin little lip conditioner by P. Louise. The smell I don't like at all, so I've decluttered it. And this is the Cherry on Top Stay Shining Lip Oil. I've got a few of these, I don't need those. And then I'm pretty sure the rest of this is lipsticks and lip glosses, but I will quickly show you what's in here. Oh, I have a Bright Light Beam Pink by Revolution. I already have this and it was gifted to me, so that can go. In this little pot here, I have some brow stuff. Firstly, oh my god. Firstly, I have the Revolution Brow Soap. I'm pretty sure I have used this, but I prefer the tinted version. I have this Botanic Beauty Brow Gel. I have used, again, this should have been in my empties. I've used this so much. Sample Beauty Brow Gel. This is like pure white brow gel, and I just don't like the look of it, so I've got rid of that. This is the Revolution Fringe Joey Doesn't Share Food little brow palette. Can you see? The shades are a bit too warm for me. I've got 3 little clear brow soap thingy majiggies. They've like all gone bad. So this is the Beauty Bay one. Oh, actually, no, sorry. The Beauty one hasn't gone bad. It's the other two that have. I don't really use these. And I have like other brands that I can use if I do fancy like it. So this is the W7 one. Can you see, like, I've not even taken the plastic off, but it's all like weird and cloudy, like it's meant to be clear. It's like this weird white cloudy colour. It just really freaks me out, I'm not gonna lie. And then this one, this Relove one, that I did actually want to try. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it open, but there's like nothing in there, and I know it's clear, but when I did manage to open this before, like it's literally glued shut. There's like, it's all balled up, and it's just weird. It's gone very weird. I won't go through this one at a time, but I've got multiple brow pencils. I've got XX Revolution. I've got Benefit Minis that I've not used. I've got Primark Mini P. Louise, Bubbly Brown, Revolution. I just don't use those. And for brow gel was pretty boring. Benefit, XX, like that is disgusting. Revolution, MUA is far too light and warm for me. And then I don't know what this is, but it came in a box. I'm not going to use it. I've got two little, I think this is a little Revolution clear brow gel, and then these two are like wax pencil. This one's a wax pencil, and then the Benefit one is like a highbrow pencil. I've got this little brow soap by Becky's Beauty Basics. She's one of my patrons, but I don't think she has this brand anymore, and the top of it's gone a bit funky. Can you see that if it wants to focus? It still smells good, so I don't know, Becky, if you're watching this, let me know if that's still good. And then I Heart Revolution brow pomade, because yeah, I don't really reach for it, but it's quite similar. Is it the Benefit one it's similar to, or am I completely lying there? What is this top bit? Oh my god, the top bit's just got like a tiny little brush in it, but yeah, I don't really use that. I've got one setting spray here. I don't know what I did with my other setting sprays, or did I declutter any? I'm not sure, but this is the Makeup Obsession illuminating one. You can't buy it, so I just thought, you know what, whatever. And then the rest of this in here are like either lip liners, liquid lipsticks, bullet lipsticks, and glosses. So what lip liners have I got in here? Got lip liners, pretty boring. A lot of them are old Revolution ones. I've got an old W7 one in it, old L'Oreal one. They're just old. This one goes with a bullet lipstick. This one that comes in a glossy box, I'm going to give that away to someone because, yeah, it's too peachy for me.